This is the best senator who is fighting hard for everything, especially canceling student debt, Medicare for all of the issues, Green New Deal. So I'm saying, turning over the mic to the best guy here.
Thank you. Well, let me thank all of you, not only for being here today, but for standing up for tens of millions of people. We live in a nation, as you all know, with massive income and wealth inequality. People on top are doing phenomenally well. And yet all over this country, there are millions of young people like yourselves who are graduating college, $50,000, $100,000 in debt. If you go to graduate school, I've talked to doctors graduating medical school, you know what the debt is? $400,000 or $500,000 in debt. And then when you get this debt, it means that in some cases you can't go out and rent a decent apartment because you're busy paying off your debt. You can't buy a car. Maybe you want to have kids. You can't even afford to have children. So you have over $1.8 trillion in debt on a lot of folks who just cannot afford to continue to pay that debt. Now, what we do in this country over the last many years is very interesting. Some of you may remember way back in 2008 when the crooks on Wall Street destroyed the economy through illegal activity. You know what the United States Congress did? Bailed them out. Bailed them out. You have billionaires in this country who in a given year are not paying a nickel in federal income tax. All right? Because they make campaign contributions and their members of Congress write the laws for them. So you got literally some of the wealthiest people in this country. People are worth tens of billions of dollars in a given year, don't pay a nickel in federal income tax. Many of you have a higher effective tax rate than some of the wealthiest people in this country. Right now, as we speak, literally this week, next week, there'll be a bill coming to the floor of the U.S. Senate, which will provide $10 billion to Jeff Bezos for his space company. So I kind of think if we could bail out banks that destroyed the economy because of their illegal activity, if we can give Mr. Bezos $10 billion, you know what we can do? We can cancel all student debt in America. And the way we do that is precisely what you are doing. You have to do it through massive grassroots organizing. All right, the American people support this. Now, people will say, well, if you cancel all student debt, isn't that an expensive proposition? And the answer, it is an expensive proposition. So then we got to figure out a way. It is, okay, how do we cover that? Well, I'll tell you how you can cover it. In many ways, maybe you'll ask Mr. Bezos to stop paying his fair share of taxes. Or maybe you put a tax on Wall Street speculation, which would raise more money than canceling all student debts would cost us. So what this is about is a fight over national priorities. It's whether we stand with young and middle-aged people all over this country who are struggling with student debt in a very tough economy, or whether we demand the people on top who are doing phenomenally well to start paying their fair share of taxes. So what you are doing is good not only for many millions of people, it is ultimately good for the economy because it puts more money back into the hands of working people. So our demand of President Biden is, Mr. President, do the right thing, cancel all student debt in this country. Thank you for what you're doing.